we're going to begin, though, with troubling developments, a new development, actually, in the investigation into how police handled the Uvalde school shooting. Accounts of what happened that day have been shifting drastically since it happened. And now CBS News has learned that Pete Arredondo, chief of police for Uvalde schools, has stopped responding to state investigators who had been seeking another interview with him, even as he was sworn in yesterday to serve on Uvalde's city council. We've also reached out to Arredondo and have not heard back. And we're also learning about new questions in the account of how the gunman was able to get into the school in the first place. Lilia Luciano is in Uvalde for us, where she's been since the shooting happened, and where families are beginning to hold funerals for those killed. Lilia, good morning.
Good morning. Another day begins here when parents and families will need that superhuman strength to walk away from a cemetery without their children. And on top of that mountain of grief stands a community that still has more questions than clarity. A slow, somber procession. Many dressed in Amory Jo Garza's favorite color, purple, watched as the little girl's casket was carried into the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Uvalde. A Texas family-run business donated 19 caskets, all customized to what the children liked. As the wreaths and flowers pile on, so do the questions of a grieving community starved for answers, including how did the shooter get into the school? Authorities initially said the shooter walked in through a side door left propped open by a teacher.
That same teacher walks back to the exit door, and door remains propped open.
But that teacher's lawyer now says she shut it when she learned there was a gunman. On Tuesday, DPS said that was true. The door was closed, but did not lock when shut like it was designed to. But among the loudest questions is why did it take 75 minutes for law enforcement to confront the killer?
This is a parent's nightmare.
As her funeral nears this Sunday, 10-year-old Alicia Ramirez's parents are left with haunting doubts of what could have been done differently.
I don't understand how police officers, they're sworn to protect, and they're outside the room. And just hearing gunshots, kids screaming, go in there, save those kids.
The largest police union in Texas has urged all of its members to cooperate with the authorities investigating the shooting. Today is a funeral for Jose Flores. You might remember we talked to his family last week. His little sister who survived the shooting had told us he wanted to be a cop. And it's also, Tony, you will remember this, the funeral for Irma Garcia, the teacher, and her husband, Joe, who died of what family called a heart attack after she died in the shooting. A heartbreak, rather.
Yeah, just one of the more tragic details in a very tragic ongoing situation there in Uvalde, and the mourning continues. Lilia, thank you very much.